Bum 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 bum. Star Wars Clone Wars edition. This is an incomplete set, but it has it has is a bunch of figures. It's even got some ninja figures, like, for some reason. But it has Emperor Palpatine, and it has this stuff, and ninja figures, and this skeleton figure are extra. It's not supposed to have those ninja figures, but it's just basically more pieces. But that's not what I really got on here to discuss. We have a theory, fan theory of mine. I don't know if a few other people have done it too, but the Clone Wars. There's two other. Alright, there's this thing floating around on the internet. There's this, I don't have a picture of him, but there's a baby Yoda. A baby Yoda creature from the Disney Plus series, The Mandalorian, has this crazy baby Yoda, right? Right. Well, the baby Yoda is supposedly like 50 years old, alright? So it's not really a baby. It's like 50 years old. But they grow short. They live... The Yodians live a long time, and they grow, I guess, differently. Because Yoda died 900 years. He lived approximately 900 years. He literally was born and died on the exact same day. Just 900 years apart. Okay? So they live approximately exactly 900 years. That's if they don't, die before, That's if they get to live their whole 900 years like Yoda did. Yoda literally died on the same day he was born, on his birthday, but on his 900th birthday. Now, there's only like there's only three logical explanations for this baby Yoda. There's only three logical explanations for baby Yoda. One, it's a reincarnation of Yoda, which isn't very logical, but the metachlorians or whatever that create Force-sensitive folks and whatnot could have theoretically created Baby Yoda. Right? That's one. Since we know canonized was that Yoda and Yandri, Yoda's sister, which, oddly enough, are the only two living, based on canon and legends, they're the only two living ones. Now, Yandri, or whatever, is Yoda's sister. So, if this is a natural born baby, it has to be Yoda's sister's baby. And alien species, biologically can only procreate with the same species. Humans can only make other humans. Those bug creatures on Star Wars can only make other bug creatures. I mean, seriously. Basically, every species in Star Wars can only make their type of species. Same with Star Trek. Aliens can only mix with their aliens. It's genetically impossible to, unless of course you have unless of course the alien race is actually also part of if it's part of another race. Let's just say, okay, well, in Star Trek, Vulcans and humans can mix. And theoretically, I think other races can mix. But that's because all the humanoids are, in that universe, all the humanoids are actually part of the same family lineage or family line or whatever. Now, why I have a Clone Wars box is because the third theory is that this is a clone of Yoda. Well, first of all, the midichlorians creating a person or creature on its own, I don't like that theory on the grounds that it's just stupid. It would be basically reincarnation. You're going to have reincarnation in the Star Wars universe? Nah, that's dumb. Making it a clone? Well, you can't clone midichlorians, I don't think. So you could clone Yoda, but if you did clone Yoda, you would just clone Yoda's race. You wouldn't necessarily clone the Force. So no. So the only real explanation that makes sense, the most logical conclusion is it's Yoda and Yandri's crazy ass hidden love child. Not only is it a crazy thing, but it's, I don't know, they wanted to save their species, so they committed incest and had a crazy love child. Eee, gross. Nasty. I knew Disney was weird, but now they're supporting incest. Woo, gross. Because midichlorians, I don't think they can be cloned. They're just something that exists in the universe that holds everything together. So the cloning idea that it's a clone of Yoda or a clone of Yandra or whatever is crazy. The idea that the Force just created another creature on its own and it's been running around for 50 years is crazy. The reincarnation idea is crazy. Now, it's possible it could be Yoda put himself into this baby that was a clone baby. But they cloned a baby and then Yoda reincarnated himself into the clone baby through the Force or something. Midichlorians or whatever. His Force ghost self possessed this baby thing. But nah, that's crazy. So the most logical conclusion is Yoda and Yandri was like, okay, we smart. Sometime during or before the Clone Wars was starting to hatch up, Yoda and Yandere were both like getting smart. It was like, okay, the Sith are rising up. We know about it. The government's going to fall. We know about it. Somehow they knew about Order 66 before it happened because Yandere snuck off and ran away. And they all knew about this. Yoda, the Jedi Council, maybe the Jedi Council, but Yoda and Yandere had like a sense that this was going to happen. So they didn't know what was going to happen. So they was like, alright, what we're going to do is we're going to make love for the procreation of our species so that me and you, who have really super powerful force powers for the Jedi, can create a secret love child baby. And they made it. And that's what they did. They had a secret baby. Secret baby. Secret baby. They kept it from the Jedi Council. They kept it from the because they knew they had to keep it from the Jedi Council. If they didn't keep it from the Jedi Council, the government would have figured it out, and then the Emperor Palpatine, Chancellor Palpatine, who later becomes Emperor Palpatine, he would have figured it out. So it's either a secret clone, but you couldn't have clones, because if you had the clones, if it was a clone, the Caminos were making clones for money, which means the Camino clone people are capitalists. Capitalists, they do whatever they can for money. So obviously, if it was a clone, Palpatine would have known about it. He would have figured out about it. Any leaks would have gotten to Palpatine, and he would have tried to have the thing killed or whatever. So we know the Mandalorian's trying to find it for the Emperor. Alright? That's why he's trying to find it. So there had to be leaks somewhere. Somebody leaked the story. Either the Jedi's leaked it when the Jedi's leaked it when they were getting tortured. Maybe Yandere leaked it when she got tortured by Darth Vader or something, or from the video game they had the Starkiller. Wasn't it Starkiller? He was killing Jedi's. Anyway, we know Order 66 happened, right? Where they were killing most of the Jedi's that were left. So, as a precaution, before the Clone Wars happened, Yandra and Yoda made a baby, and it's 50 years later. Sometime now, the Clone Wars in past, their love child, the Clone Wars in past, the Emperor Empire is existing, but the Rebel Wars are still going on, or whatever. That's what's going on. So anyway, that's basically my theory. My theory, the most logical theory, is it's not a clone. And it's not Yoda reincarnation, because that's just crazy bull crap. And so it has to be Yoda and Yandra's secret love child that someone figured out about. Leaked that information to the government, which is now the Empire. And that's why the Mandalorian is trying to go after him. But maybe it's a clone. But that's just dumb. That's poor writing to make it a clone. It's poor writing. Maybe it's a clone, but nah. That's poor writing to make it a clone. If it was a clone, it shouldn't have the gun force powers. Then it's poor writing to say, oh, well, it's a clone, and then the Mandalorians just attach itself to the clone. That's terrible writing. Besides, I thought we was trying to get rid of Jedi's and Sith. We're trying to get rid of them, right? Why are they bringing them back? Trying to get rid of them. We don't need a Star Wars universe with the Force at all. We need to get rid of them. The Force is what's ruining the Star Wars universe. The shows would be better off if we just get rid of this crazy-ass Force bullshit. Ugh. Ugh. I mean, Anakin was supposed to be the one, the chosen one. He didn't do right. Actually, technically, he did do right. Because he eliminated the Force and made it where it wasn't that many Force people left. The only Force people left was Luke and his Leia. But now you're bringing more Force people back. So, is the chosen one this Yandere and Yoda's child now? Did Yoda mean now, instead of meaning Princess Leia at the end of the Star Wars movie, where he went, no, there is another. If Luke, when he was dying, and if Luke messed up, or, and became dark side, Then you have Leia's child, Luke obviously has to have a kid, or because Rey has to be Luke's kid. It's the only thing that makes sense. It has to either be Luke's kid, or it has to be like Obi-Wan Kenobi or somebody's kid like that or something. It has to be somebody's kid. Because we know that Kylo is Princess Leia and Han Solo's kid. we know that Rey, since she's a human, she has to be some human's kid, which she has to be Luke Skywalker. Seriously, she has to be Luke Skywalker's kid. She has to. She has to be Luke Skywalker's kid. I don't know why he doesn't go, "Hey, daughter," or whatever when he first sees her, but the only thing that makes sense is it's Luke Skywalker's daughter. Makes sense? And the fact that she's super powerful with the Force only makes sense because there's not that many Force people left. A simple fact of the matter is, if there's the less people with the Force running around, the more powerful they are. It's lousy writing to make that claim, but it's a logical claim too. But the idea that Disney is just bringing more Force people back, more Force sensitive people, and more powerful people with the Force is just retarded. Okay, stop, Disney, stop. Get rid of the Force. Get rid of the Force and save the franchise. The Force is going to ruin the franchise, Disney. You don't need the Force. The Force is dumb. It was good, but now it's just, it's just being stupid because you have, you're bringing back dark side Force people, like you're trying to bring back, like they're going to bring back Palpatine. He's supposed to be dead. He's the reason for the Emperor falling. Now this baby Jedi, Yoda thing, incest love child with the Force being super strong. Why? Because to sell toys. That's why really the secret reason they're doing this shit is to sell toys. It's the secret reason. Shh, don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody, but the secret reason is to sell toys. Shh. Money. The secret reason is to sell toys, okay? Y'all were doing great with 3 movies, then y'all just started being retarded, making other movies so you could sell more toys. That's the only reason you were making these damn movies. You claim you're going to quit making these shows after the 3rd trilogy. No, you're not. Don't lie. As long as you bring in money, you'll make more movies. Or you'll make TV shows, or something. That's why you're making The Mandalorian, or whatever it's called. You made it. You put it on Disney Plus. The only reason you made it and put it on Disney Plus was to get that money. Money. You know it's got to be canon and connected to the regular Star Wars universe. You know you're going to have the last 3rd installment of the Star Wars universe. And you're bringing more Jedis around, or more Sith. You're bringing Palpatine back. You got this Yoda. You got this baby Yoda thing. You got Rey, which she's got to be a Skywalker. It makes sense. You got Kylo. Snoke, he's dead. So you have to bring Palpatine back. First of all, if y'all would have just kept Legends, and you made all the Legends canon, Star Wars would have made fucking sense. You should have just kept that. And you shouldn't even messed with making episode 7, 8, 9. But you messed up episode 7, 8, and 9 by not sticking to the canon that already existed, which was Legends. Instead, you made episodes 7, 8, 9 because money won, and you decided to make it crazy with Rey, and Rey's a Mary Sue, and then the idea of Rey being a Mary Sue is because there's less Jedis out there, but now, oh yeah, the people like Jedis. Oh, so we got to make more Jedis. People like Sith. Oh, so we got to make more Sith. Why? Money. So that we can, money. That's why. either reboot the whole entire franchise and go all the way back to episode 1 and try something new with episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever. Or make TV shows or whatever. And then you're going to make the TV shows exclusive to your Disney Plus channel. So, it's all about money. Money! Money, 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 money. Well, anyway, it's just a little crazy long length video of a Star Wars theory about some Star Wars stuff. I'm just going to call this video Star Wars Theories. I got some more Star Wars theories. This is like Star Wars theory on... This is like current Star Wars theory. That's what I'm going to call this one. A current Star Wars theory rant. That's what this is. A current Star Wars theory rant. Anyway, I know Disney was going to be crazy enough to use incest to bring about a new Jedi character just to sell toys and make money. But I guess they are. They're throwing in incest. They're throwing in incest. Incest. Really, Disney? Incest? Really? I knew y'all hired pedophiles and had all those other crazy stuff, and was bad with pedophilia and some other crazy junk that y'all got going on. That y'all try to keep under wraps. But now you're just not even trying. Now you're just saying, oh, sure, incest. Now, I know it's like one's 900 and another's like maybe 800 or something years old or whatever. I don't know. They old. Side note, they old. All right? So you got these old people. How the hell is old fogies? I mean, even if it's a 10 years to 1 year ratio between humans and whatnot, we got like a 90-year-old dude somehow impregnated an 80-year-old woman. That's some crazy shit. All right, that's crazy. I mean, I guess it could happen. I mean, it happened in the Bible, right? Maybe it can happen in the Star Wars universe. But it's still crazy. Think about it. It's incest. First of all, it's crazy because it's incest. That's just crazy. Second of all, it's crazy because we got like a 100-year-old Yoda having relations with his sister, which is 800-something-year-old. She's 800-something years old, right? She's 800. She's younger than him, but still. That's just weird, right? She's just weird. It's weird. Because it's even if it's a 10 years to 1 ratio, like Baby Yoda's like really like 5 years old, basically. He's 50 years old, so it'd be like 5 years old, right? And let's just say maybe it's that way. We still talking about 900 years would be like 90. 800 years would be like 80. So they like 90-year-old man with like an 85 something year old woman producing a child that's now 50 years old. So they had to do it when he was like, let's just say, even if they did do it, when they did it, she had to be like 700 and he had to be like 800 or something. Oh, he had to die. He died when he was 900. This kid's 50, so even if he like 85 and she's at most like 75 or something like that, or 80 herself when they messed around. I don't know. Anyway, the timeline is just weird. It's crazy. We got to have a kid that's 50 years old that's alive around the time the Empire, early Empire, I guess. So the kid's 50 around the same time Yoda's dying. The kid's 50 after Yoda's death. So Yoda had the baby when he was like 850 something years old, which means she had to be like 700 years old or something like that. It's crazy. Because I think they like 100 years apart, which is like 10 years for our time. Like for humans, it's like 10 years. Anyway, it's crazy. Because they sister and brother. And they Jedis. Both of them members of the Jedi Council. And it's against like all the Jedi Council rules and stuff to be having, sexual relations and babies and love and emotional attachments and all that crazy junk. So it would have had to been done, and if it was done, couldn't have even been a love child. It had to just been a necessity to do it and something. And then they'd had to keep it a secret from the Jedi Council, which would explain why she disappeared and left. But and he got to stay anyway. Anakin Skywalker probably found her, killed her, found out about this stupid child, this crazy child, and he told the Emperor, But it's never. It's just. It should have been mentioned earlier than before this. I mean, maybe Yoda was mentioning about it when he said, "No, there's another." Yeah, because you knew it was another when you knocked up your sister. No, it's just crazy. So this is crazy fan. Star Wars theory. Crazy. Luke and Leia was Darth Vader's child. It's crazy.
They were twins.
Yeah, they were twins.
They discovered they were sisters and brothers, and they fell in love.
And Leia and Han Solo done had Kylo Ren. And Kylo Ren was taught by... I mean, y'all are trying to be crazy because seriously, either Rey is also Leia and Han Solo's baby daughter, or it's Luke Skywalker and somebody else's baby daughter. But these Jedis, they just either they just don't follow their own rules very good. That's for sure. For sure, they not following their own rules very good because they be having children, and they ain't supposed to be getting emotionally involved with a person enough to want to have children with them. Jeez, come on now. They ain't. They just don't obey their own rules very good. Yeah, they ain't obeying their own rules very good. That's for sure. They ain't obeying their own rules. Because I don't know why they don't want to obey their own rules, but they ain't obeying their own rules. It's crazy. They crazy. So Star Wars is just full of some crazy incest and stuff. It's full of some crazy Jedis that don't follow their own rules and stuff. It's got children that are kidnapped and taken away from their parents and stuff just because their parent may be bad, evil, whatever. And another thing that makes really no sense is about the Star Wars universe. Just going to throw this one out at you. They didn't hide the kids very well. I'm just saying. Supposedly we're going to take away the kids and hide them. They did a great job at hiding kids. Not. Are Jedis and Sith Lords and whatnot, are they just forgetful people or something? Because, I mean, you would think that, you would think that they would know who these people are. Like, these kids. You would think the parents would know who they were. And with there being so limited amount of people with the Force that, I digress. It's all crazy. Telling me that we got this whole big old galaxy of millions of people with government rules and documents that somehow These children are just, with a program put in place by the Jedi Council, nonetheless, to, I guess, get the blood or something from all kids that are born in the whole galaxy, so they'd know who would be younglings, so they'd know who would get to go to the temple. Which begs you to wonder, who the heck is Anakin anyway? I mean, he's a child. We don't know who his parents are. We know his parents got to be somebody. There's some theories out there. Maybe I'll do another video later on who is Anakin's parents theory. I mean, you might have to go into some legends to find some stuff out about that one. But we know his mom, she's a slave. And we know his mom's a slave. His mom's just a slave girl. Who supposedly had Anakin in immaculate conception. No, that ain't happening. Alright, here's the theory. I'm gonna throw my theory out there. And I'm gonna say that some Sith Lord, I'm not sure which one, possibly Palpatine, was the one that knocked her up. That's my theory. I'm just going to throw that one out here. I'm going to say Palpatine knocked Anakin's mom up. That's who I'm going to say. I'm going to say that it's Palpatine. Palpatine knocked Anakin's mom up. She's a slave. He probably forgot he did it. He probably was, sowing his oats wild when he was young or something. I don't know. Anyway, this probably became before he became a politician and all that junk, and he don't even know. He probably didn't even know until he saw Anakin the first time, and he was like, the Force, because he has the Force, and he's like, oh my gosh, oh shit, that's my kid. Damn, they found my kid. Oh, this could be bad. I got to eliminate the Jedi Council to cover this shit up. I got to convert him to the dark side to cover this shit up. I got to create a whole entire Order 66 just to cover up my secret child that I had when I was way back when. Or else this politician stuff is going to, the news and all this stuff. I got to create I got to override the whole entire government just to cover up my indiscretions I did when I was a kid. Sounds like something a politician would do. Well, anyway, God's good all time. All time, God's good. Jesus loves you. Jesus God. Jesus Lord. Keep on gaming. Keep on collecting. And Star Wars is crazy. Got some bunch of crazy stuff. And that's just if you go by their canon stuff. And the Star Wars fan theories. It's just got full of crazy stuff. Craziness.